guys, let's get this party started. First off, hydrate. I was hoping that I could show you our CHO today, but she left as soon as I started the stream, so I think he senses, she senses when I start going live. Alright, so third installment of Forging Altea. Today we are going to work on the priest. So last time we almost finished everything from the mage, so I did a few stuff offline. Hi CKY. But today we're going to continue with the priest, since I have been working on it for quite some time now. Yeah, best would be to just show you what the current state of the priest is. So let me quickly switch over. Here we are. All right. I also changed some things around on the overlay, so I have a big header now of what I'm doing and broken down to what it actually means, and put the music stuff over here at the webcam. Yes. Priest is the last character. After that, we're doing some other stuff, fun stuff. But yeah, when the priest is done, we need to integrate with the new map. So it's not a new map, but a redesigned map, so to say. And then there's the patch. No new map spoilers, CQI. Alright, so priest. A priest is the most complex from all of them. That's why he's last. Currently, animations, including with the book, look like this. So if I tell him to go into the action stance, you see that the book is floating into his hand and then just bobbing around here. So here's how it would look in the game from above. And then if I switch to say, yeah, this is what the hit looks like, the book just closes. It's kind of funny. And the attack, we have something like this. So the book comes out in front of him, so he can do his spraying to the goddess. And the heal, we have something like this. We actively heals another member. On the defend, it's just like he's praying to be defended by the goddess. And this will all be accompanied with visual effects, which we are going to work on today. Yeah, miss is just like defend, but we're waiting for an arrow to hit or something, so then if I hit the trigger, then it goes back. And death is kind of funny, because he's dead now. And the book just falls down. Yeah. Like Titanic remastered. Not quite. Not quite. By the way, the priest is the best looking character. Yeah, no, I'm personally a big fan of the hunter and the knight. So can he be more fat, the priest? Actually, because of his fatness, or like he has a bit of a tummy, yes, which is a bit of a problem most of the time, because when I started working on the book floating out, I think it's the clipping a bit, clipping a bit through the stomach here. So I had to create something, let me show you. I had to create like this path where he can where the book is flying along. So we don't hit his tummy. Indifferent. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, but this is essentially how this works. I have like a starting position, which is marked by these icons, and like a closed book, open book, and there will be a point in between, and this is just a Bezier curve that I can modify if I want to, but it's perfect now, so I don't do that. And yeah, this is how this works. And also there is like this point, which is used to navigate the book, like in these action poses that we saw earlier. So with the gizmos on, sorry, it's the wrong button. If I do like the miss, you see like the book is going to this position, and if I tell him to go back, it's just going to go. Yeah. Yeah, that was quite some work. So, Strategizer 8, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Always happy to see new names coming up. All right. Today I thought I like bring my beer cup, but I don't have beer at home, so it's just juice. Yeah, but this is basically where the priest is, like animation-wise. And now I probably need to show you how it looks like with the defender on. So I have a knight here. By the way, CQI, the best looking knight, I will show you. Best looking knight is I don't really know this from heart, but I think it's one of the uncommons. This is the best looking knight. I know that Clouds hates this, but this is so funny. With his cutting board as a shield and his cleaver as a weapon. This is just awesome. I love it. Yeah. Let's see. Where was uncommon 4? Yeah, this is also a great one, like with the Arak. Yeah. Democracy is a curse. Yeah, also, while I'm running here, I can also show you all the books we have, since I haven't shown them already, like on stream. But of course, we also remodeled the books. Where is he? There he is. Action stance. Yeah, so this is the broken one, like the default one. Let the knight have that, bring him some ham and give priest cake with beer and make map some in. Wow, that in map would be nice, like with a brawl going on in the background and stuff. And then keep shouting. Yeah. And a beer would be a buff for the priest, which he has to pick up somewhere on the map. And the ham, yeah, we could do with some ham stuff, but I don't know if that is knight specific or if just nutrition for everyone. But yeah, that would be kind of funny. Yeah, so books, we also have books. So yeah, I haven't implemented that, but just to show you, like this is the uncommon one, uncommon 2, uncommon 3, uncommon 4, rare 1, rare 2, rare 3. So it's basically just modeled after the items that you have in the inventory. Epic 1, Epic 2, and the legendary. And they also work with the animations, so some of them have quite a few different page colors. Yeah, there she is. CHO is gracing us with her presence. I don't know if you can see her in the background. Okay, let me quickly switch to just chatting, because I have this camera set up if she comes in. Let's see if this works. This is just my phone. What's the name of that thing? Evu webcam, yeah. Let's see if it works. Yeah. Alright, let me quickly switch to that. So there she is. Akira. Ciao. Yeah, she doesn't want to be bothered. But it finally happened. She joined us on the stream. Make mini games like that while people wait for opponents. Brawler mini game in an inn. Well, we have some ideas to restructure the main menu, but this is quite far off. But this would basically work pretty well in that situation, if we wanted to do things like that. Yeah. Alright. Focus. We're getting distracted by the dog. I was showing books. Yes. So if I put the book back, and I think this is the one with the where the pages are. Yeah, these pages are actually should be black, but damn, it's really my fault. Just saw it right now. But it's the only one, right? Yeah. What? Okay, let's quickly look into that one. Oh. Top, bottom. Oh. Why doesn't it? This one, and then we did by frame. What? Yeah, they essentially go the wrong way. Why? Ah. So this needs to be top. I thought it was a UV problem, like the texturing, but it was a mistake on my end. What we're gonna do? This one, this is uncommon. Now this should work. Yes. This looks great. Changing to another music. But yeah, this is how the book and the animation together looks like. And now it's probably best to show what it looks like with the Defender on. Beast attack. We have something like this. The Holy Smite. So, the question is, what is the best way moving forward? We could either add sound effect, or yeah, now it will probably be best to finish like the actual definition of the attack here, which is, I think, one of the first times we actually diving into visual scripting here. So most of the functionality of the abilities is actually implemented in code. Bike run. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you have a great time here. Visual scripting. So, how does all of this work? So, an ability is actually just like a flow graph. So you see things happening along the graph. So here we split up based on what the attack is, if it's a kill, a hit, evade, or miss. And essentially in all of these boxes, what we do, we execute a ability action. So there are special units for this. So this is execute actions in parallel, which executes actions, multiple actions in parallel. There are like a few more of these. We can create an action with parameters, then we can execute dynamic, static, parallel, or in sequence. So this is actually all we need. And everything else is like neatly implemented in this one action, which, whoa, this is a long name for a song. Sorry guys. Yeah, they neatly encapsulate like triggering something on a component that a game object has and stuff like that. So basically, the abilities are just pulling strings on the game objects that we want them to do stuff. So, for example, we have common entity components like attackable, collidable, damageable, ghostable, which is important for later on the battlefield, that we can spawn like a ghost form of a pawn that you just clicked on and want to move. So this is how we show the movement along the path, like the end goal. Healable, killable, movable, selectable, targetable. So these are just common utilities that any entity should be able to do. Then we have something especially for pawns, like the complete animation controller, where we could just say, hey, set the stance, trigger a turn, trigger a hit, trigger attack, trigger heal, trigger defend. Like these are all animations that are baked into the actual definition. So I can show you how this looks. So this is the animator for the priest now, and essentially we have two different stances. So we have an idle stance, and the idle stance we can go into movement and turn, and then we have action stances, which always needs to be an equip animation, idle, unequip. So this is the whole thing with the book flying out, the pawn staying here and the book flying back, so to say. And then we have all these things that a pawn can do. Like we have, in the case of the priest, we have multiple animations coming in and out for the attack, which is like going into the prey, putting his arm up, getting back into the prey, stuff like that. And what we essentially do to get back here is we trigger this kind of stuff. So if I move into the abilities and then into pawns, there is a trigger attack, which essentially does just this. It checks, hey, is the animation controller here? And if it is, I trigger the attack. We can also wait for the animation to finish. Most of the times we're going to wait for a specific animation trigger, which we can also do in the ability graph. So first up, what we always need to do when we enter a ability is we want to disable all of the participants in the ability. So the one that's executing the ability and the one that is targeted, or multiple targets, we first off want to disable selection. So while you're doing the ability, you can't be selected, you can't do anything else. So it's essentially just doing what you've told. After that, we just command everyone to, hey, to do anything, like in this instance attacking, you need to be in the action stance, which was the bigger thing you saw in the animation graph. And we rotate to the target. So I can show you this as well. If I have the knight slightly off, what will happen is that they will face each other. You see? Now they're facing each other. And if it so happens that they would be exactly adjacent, I don't know if I can make that happen. Yeah. They would actually play an animation for that. So they both would play the 90-degree turn animation. Since we don't have 45-degree turn animations or stuff like that, we're just rotating them while we go into the action stance, which looks quite okay from above. And there's also like this thing. Let's see if we put him like back to back in this instance. They would actually both do a 180 turn with the animation. So it's probably best to show like this view and what it would look like in the game. They actually move their feet and stuff. And then also back. The priest takes a bit longer, but yeah. So this is essentially what we do in the beginning of almost every ability. We'll see if we do the same in the heal ability of the priest. Don't know if the target needs to be in an active stance, but that's for another time. Yeah, and then we just go along, like trigger the attack. This is like triggering the actual animation, the animation attack animation. And here is like where the fun stuff begins. Yesterday I just implemented the hit, but we need to have the kill, evade and miss. And depending on what pawn is the target, we need to decide differently. So the hit is always pretty straightforward. In the priest's case, it's like waiting for a specific action, telling the book carrier, which is in this case the priest, to use the book. So these are just little components, so to say, which have their own logic graph. Essentially, we just say, hey, entity, if you have a book carrier, give it to the parameters of this action, and then execute the return the action, and I will execute it in the outside world. So here, so I can say if I want to await it or not. Yes, so this is basically on a high level how abilities work. So this is not how they worked previously, so this is a complete rewrite of it. So, which is much more flexible and allows us to quickly add new features in the future. Alright, so we have the hit. Probably the best thing to do would be to go into the kill, because that's basically the same, just killing the pawn, the target pawn after the actual attack. So for this we need to wait for the action here. And this is straight copied from the knight, which you could see here, because it was using a sword, but we want to use a book. So this is the nested graph. Just to show you, it's basically the same, just that we are working with a book carrier and a book action here, then a sword, other than a sword. Alright, so we want back. Alright. It's always a bit fiddly, and my OCD is kicking in. That's okay. Target and hit. Where did I remove that? Yeah, here. Alright, so then we await the stuff. We await the stuff, which is actually instant. Create a kill sequence, which looks like this. It's quite a bit more. We apply damage, we show a hit feedback, which is the flowy thing above, which is going to be reworked by Cloud right now. And then we trigger the death animation. And this is going to be executed, I'm sorry, in parallel. So this happens all at once, essentially. Here we wait for triggers on the death animation so we can continue in the graph. So yeah, if we finished here, then we kill the pawn and continue with our lives. So I think essentially this should be the kill, yeah, as to cut down wait times when they turn. I will let them face each other again. So kill. Alright, so here you see, yeah, which there was a problem with the cast to unit, which is like a custom unit from that we implemented. Essentially just allows us to, so this is the cast that we're doing here with the try accept, and this is the actual thing to be doing. So we're getting the value, casting it, and spitting it out with a specific type. So the problem here is I did not change this from knight to priest attack, which silly me. We're obviously working with a priest, so that is later, because there's the event param which might be important in some cases. And defender for killing. All right, so let's try again. I'm just now seeing this. I added a list of current tasks, but I could also, I think this works. X, what was that? Huh, it's even coloring it. So after we're done here, we can just do check. Which adds an extra character. Oh, there it is. Okay, so maybe we can even like arrow. So we're working on this right now. Yeah. Oh. No, hold on. Not idea. Our class. Emojis are fun. I like to use them in text all everywhere. All right. Yeah, we wanted to test it. Ah yeah, sorry, did not change the attack hit. Yeah, so he died. Awesome, so this seems to work. One step closer. Then we have the evade. So this will be interesting if this works out with with the lightning strikes. So I use the attack here. Yeah. Action to wait the action begin here because we want to evade, and then we actually evade. The question is, which direction do we want to evade in? Probably left or right, not back. Right? Yeah, we can. I think. Copy that straight from the mage, because here we have something like, do we? I thought we did. Kill. Yeah. So we can pick a random direction here. With visual scripting. You always need a bit more space. But it's nice in visual, so. Yeah. And after that we are also going to the end of the flow. So to add to the explanation before. So when we're done with everything, we also like move it back to the idle stance and like do this rotations thingy. After that we enable selection, targetability and collidability, and then we actually finished here. So this is essentially the flow for most of the attack abilities that we have right now. Alright, so we want it left or right, pick it at random. this would not suffice, so because we actually not telling the book to do anything, so there would be no lightning strike. So to do this, we actually need something like this. Ah. Yeah, and let's leave it at that so I can show you a problem that we are facing right now. We're waiting for the action begin. On this time, we want the evade sequence action to happen. So this is just, hey, I'm not collidable, in case I'm against some pawn which uses colliders and rigid bodies for this attack. Like Hunter comes to mind with his arrow. We trigger the evade animation and then we show the feedback, which is the thing on over its head. So we wait for the begin, which is essentially yeah, that should work. After that we will do this, so we cannot await this. Maybe we need to call these in parallel, which would be easy to do, but let's see if this works like that as well. So put it to an end here. More complex than the other ones. This is always depending on how the actual attack animation and visual effects look. So we need to wait for this essentially. Yeah, so delete that one. Do not want to execute that because we want to combine these. So here it is where we need special things. We need one-turn action that is sequential. So here is an action that actually takes a list of actions and calls these sequentially. So we need a list here. Create list with 2 elements and put those 2 in there. Alright. That we are just going to create this is a single action. This is how this looks like. We need it as a special action because we want to combine it with the stuff above here. So let me see. So this is one thing, and this is the other thing. These are essentially You wait for the action begin. Then we want to have what we want to have is the evade sequence. Wait this because this actually does not need to be awaited, I think. Explicitly don't await it. They're instant from their definition, but safe is better safe than sorry. We await this, then we do this instantly, then we await this. Yeah, so we do not need to combine them. It's way easier than that. Execute, yeah, can't do that. Still a problem in here though, but let's see if we can fix that. I'll first show you because it's funny. So we need the event params here, probably. We need them. Did not, but it probably would be good to use them because contrary to other pawn implementations, we Deck would be 0, but that might change, so we are going to use it. Type options. Let's quickly check. Book, action of book. So yeah, that would be it. So we need a literal here, and we need what? Oh, this is the mode. Yeah, we don't need explicit modes. Yeah. Where is the action? Yeah, here it is. Ah, you see, attack is actually 4. So this only worked because prey is 0 and we also go into the prey, so yeah, which is actually wrong. We need, oh damn, to end, is there a thing like that? Yeah, seems like we need things. I don't think that ChatGPT knows this because visual scripting is kind of new, but we can do it if you want. Just quickly switching here so you can see any of my other conversations, which would actually reveal a bit of stuff here. There's high demand as always. time I want to use ChatGPT right now, it always comes back with this. Tarkov Sepp. Grüezi. Yo. Yeah, ChatGPT is not available for me right now, so I need to do it on my own, and I think we're going to need to implement something like that. Implemented stuff. And here we actually just need a U input. What is the type of it? Yeah, it would be enum, obviously. Private version of that, return an int, cost, flow, get value. Taco Sep, so this is, I don't know who you are, but okay. I know who you are. Yeah. I will take a look. Enum to int utilities is used implicitly. Got it. Visual script unit that costs a split flow. This is essentially what the choose does, which needs to be commented all the way, which I'm not doing right now. So, after we implement a unit like that, we need to do things. We need first regenerate the nodes, so Visual Scripting components know that this unit is now available. Which also takes a bit of time. Switching to my bottle now because my beer krug is empty. So now if we go back in here, we should be able to, yes, enum to int. Interesting at best, but we will probably need to do this at some point as well. So we are waiting for the action attack, and we need to do the same here. Attack. Same thing over here. We need this here. And the timeout. Create book action is also the attacker entity, and this should be await. Still a problem in there that I wanted to show you, but let's see if it works anyways. Yeah, that's the problem, because I'm actively targeting a bone on the target, which is just wrong, to say the least. But this is easy to fix, I think. So book visual effects. We need an evade location. That's what we need. We actually need a hit type switch. A pattern matching here, where we go into hit type, hit or hit type. Book. Let's see, maybe we can finish the ability in all its glory by the end of the stream. So, default attack. Yes, Unity. Let me do things. Oh no, I need to go to the book, broken book skin, and I copy paste it again. This is the evade location. Why? So when patch, as Cloud said in the last Forging Altea, it's now me who is the bottleneck. Yeah, it's no longer Cloud, so Cloud did his duty. Essentially, after the priest is done, which hopefully is by the end of the week, there needs to be integration, code reviews, etc. pp. So maybe, but this will be officially announced when it's actually ready. Maybe end of next year, but don't pin me down on that. I said that a few weeks ago, I think, as well. So I don't know if you know this, but on the 5 Finger Games website, there's a profile of each of us, so the founders, and I have a +2 in effects for pushing deadlines. Yeah, so that's kind of my thing. Yeah, let's test. Ah no, we need to change things first. Static, and it should be the neck as well, I think, or maybe would be the head, the better position here, but we'll see. And maybe if it's on a weight, maybe it makes sense to not go full out on the lightning, because currently I think we're spawning 6 of those. Maybe it makes sense to just spawn 1. So it actually looks like more of an evade. Alright, so evasion. Yeah, I think 1 would be better. Since there's a lot of color there where you can't really see. But it's an evasion. Yeah. Maybe 2 is enough. I don't know. Smite amount. So we could actually. Yeah, what Cloud says so. We actually would want to release right this second, since it has been a very, very long time. So we need a serialized mono behavior. Six. Attack. Private. To an int. Smite amounts. So this needs to be instantiated here, so we can finely tune how much we want depending on the hit type we have. So to do this, we need an amount here, which is smite amount contains key with the hit type, and if we have it, then we can just pull it out, and if we don't, we go to the default smite amount. Yes, this is how we do that. Cleaned up, so it's easy to read. So I hope you can read the text. I made it quite big. So. Alright, so now we have smite amounts. The default should stay. Evasion is the one we want. Let's do 2 for now. So if you get an evasion, we will just spawn 2, otherwise we always spawn 6. So everything that is not in here, we will go to this. Let's see. This should actually, I think it should look better. Half of what we do normally. That reminds me, since I have 3 of those here, it would probably make sense to also do the same like we did with the smite amounts. So it would make sense to have it. Then we just do the same as above, which is a dictionary, where we can say, so this should be a box group, attack hit. Type and a location. So hit locations. This needs to be instantiated here. Get rid of this stuff. Location would be a ternary expression like we did above. MW, hey, welcome. A little late to the party, but here nonetheless. Okay, so we have hit position, which I'm just going to get. Yes. This is much cleaner. Didn't get the memo, was in the tunnel. Yeah, I know that tunnel. I'm in the tunnel on stream, so I'll try to be. So this has a few changes. Yes. Hit location. By default, we want it to be rigged and the neck, which we had before. And if it's a kill we also want that if it's a miss, we don't have a miss. I already know the value for miss, which is overhead, because it should really miss at that point. And evasion would be also static, but the head. Maybe even the neck. Let's see. So these are the overrides. Default hit location will be rigged and neck. Evasion would be static and neck. So I don't think I need to explain our location system here, because if anybody's interested, go watch last week's stream. So I explained it in a bit more detail there. Evasion. Question is if neck is okay, or if we really should go for the So CHO is leaving us again. Okay. Next up would be a miss. And for that, yeah, we can do it with the knight as well, but the knight, in the miss case of the lightning strike, the knight would probably evade as well, like we do, because he has no means of defending any of that, because his shield is like useless here. In the case of another priest or the mage, that's something different. So knight and hunter will probably just evade, but in that case we maybe evade back just to be a bit different. But yeah, to test it, we can also do this with the knight. Okay, so evade done. Basically, here is the miss. Attack. Miss. Type of the defender, and if it's so we have a mage here, but if it's a knight, we need to do this, and a hunter as well. So this actually becomes pretty small in case of Do we actually need to await this? We don't actually, because we're already in the animation. They should do it as quickly as possible, right? And the action begin, to be fair. Yeah, we could change it depending on here, so it's actually at the beginning of the animation, so wouldn't make a big of a difference. I think I'm going to leave it out. For Knight and Hunter, we are just going to do what the evade does. Which means that we also have to change some values on the book, but that's... You don't hear me anymore. Yeah, we're dropping some frames right now. Oh, that's what OBS is telling me. Which is a bit weird. Do you hear me again? So we dropped, yeah. OBS is telling me we dropped some frames, so. Karak, hey! Didn't see you in the chat so far, so hello, welcome to the stream. I'm at home right now, so if you want to know the geolocation, I'm in Germany. But German internet is not that good, so it's not unheard of to... Yeah, no, I think it's a problem on my end, because bitrate is fluctuating. MW. My background is different. Yeah, I recently got rid of some furniture in here, so this is my home office. And I now have a bit more space in the background, so I switched some things around. So you can see my keyboard now and my guitar back there, and there's like the case for the guitar. And because previously there was like a blue couch here, and it annoyed the heck out of me because I didn't have the space. So yeah, but I'm on Ethernet really, so not on Wi-Fi. But yeah, internet is internet, so it seems to struggle still. Where are you from, Karak? Okay, so we need to copy pasta stuff. So we need the action here. Ah yeah, cool. Yeah, we're also from Bavaria, so the core team is all, we're all from Bavaria. Defender. And here we also need this thingy, because the book is a bit special. I spoke with UCO. Ah, you were at Regensburg with the Starry event? light damage here, but we want to show... Ah yeah, we want to show the hit. Do we? Yeah, in case of the mage and the priest we do. King should never run into this, and none is just for other purposes. Which we wired it straight to the output, so. Okay, so the knight is a special case, which actually doesn't run into this. So yeah, first test it. We have a book, and in the book we have a miss. Steady go. Ah, I already have it in the list, so I don't need it. Okay. Let's test it. So the knight should avoid left to right, but it should hit somewhere here. So the lightning. Miss. Huh. I removed this bit of code, which I thought would do nothing, but it did something. Really? It waited? Ah, because the attack is quite long on the priest. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So it was not useless what I did there, but yeah. So we essentially need this. Pull this down a bit. Wait, the action begin. Actually, we do want that, and we want this to use this. Action begin. We await that, then we create evade sequence. We actually need to do this below here as well. Yeah. So yeah, we need that shorter as well, so for the miss. My mom works for I think Ah, okay. Oh, I'm a fine so far, so. Naki, hey! Welcome, but late to the party. Should I do a quick rundown of what has been happening? So you are up to speed. We essentially have a priest now with stuff. Let me quickly show you. So there's the priest. The priest has books and the books float. So this is what we have right now. Also, like in combination of the actual ability, which I think you saw just now while you joined. This is what I hit from a priest looks like attack. Yes, we're currently implementing the miss, which in the case of a knight is just a evade. This is what the evasion looks like. Just one bolt, but we can change that if we want. So we probably need like a mage as a defender. Actual defender mechanics. So let me quickly change back into the visual scripting here. So mage. The mage creates the defend action and then we just route it in. But we do that really quickly, so we do not await like we do above here. Which I said we'll do nothing, but it did something. I think we probably need to do this as well, but let's see. Damage falls in that case and show hit feedback. Ah, gotcha. So I changed the defender, so I need to change it here as well. That makes a lot of sense. Entity, I just checked. Everybody should have the correct things, right? Ah, yeah. Oh god. So this should be the yeah, that's correct. Only way I learn. Yeah, it's hardcore learning, but it is learning. Like I quickly showed, so starting into the stream, we just had like the priest with these animations and the floaty book, and what we already had were the default attack, like with the lightning strike, and what we worked on until now was yeah, just implementing the actual ability. So this would be the kill, the hit, the evade, the stun, which you just saw like evading out of the way of the lightning strike, and now it's the miss. And the miss is actually just used for another priest or a mage, and I can only test with a mage right now because I have not no defender actions implemented for the priest, so this is what will come after. But yeah, that's essentially where we're at. The priest is the last character we need to build before we patch. After that, we integrated into the new scene, so into the redesigned map. New is the wrong word here. And I see OBS is still struggling. I don't know what it is today. Weird. Yeah, so currently testing the actual miss from, yeah, that is way too early. What? He just hit himself, did he? Let me quickly watch that back. There was a one wrong thingy. And which was good thing. Yeah, so this is way too early, so we need the other stuff. So if anybody's curious, I can pause the game and then go through it frame by frame. So this is so we can debug stuff. So yeah, I hit myself. Well, not quite because it's like above the head, but yeah, still. So there's a misplaced wire here. This is the defender, yes. Ah, okay. So I'm waiting on the attacker here. And the target should be the defender. Yeah, and I create this with the attacker. So the attacker is using the book, but the defender is the target. Yeah. Alrighty. So miss. Yeah, still too early. But this would be what it essentially looks like. We need to add that bit of code I said, which does nothing. Okay, I also gave a quick rundown on how abilities work, but I suspect it would be much easier to watch that afterwards on YouTube. So this, creating the miss sequence, waiting for this, actually using the book, hit sequence, yeah. No, actually Archer and Knight are pretty much done. I think I never showed them, really. Or did I? I don't think I did, but I can do that. So there is no harm in that. So first off, I started with the move. So we also can move around. Let me quickly check if this is okay. Yeah, yeah, it's too small. All right. So first up was the movement ability, which looks like this. Currently the knight is targeted, but it will move along this path if I execute that. So I could actually just enable audio as well. So there are sound effects there already.
Give me something to crush.
Then there is the knight attack, which looks kind of like that. Let's do a hit. So this is always how it would look in the game, and this is like my debug view here, so I can see close up what's actually happening. So if you look closely here, the knight's attack is actually physics based. So the sword like has a collider here, and there's the pawn collider, like this capsule around the pawn or around the mage. And in cases where the knight is attacking diagonally, the sword needs to be a bit longer, so it's always twice the size you actually see it in game. So this is why this is so long. But yeah, this is how this works. with your playbacks fast. Probably you never see that really. Okay, now he hit himself. Okay, we're back. Yeah, this is essentially how the knight looks right now. So a mist is actually pretty neat here. Also with the mage. Just repels like the actual attack with the shield he has, and the evasion looks also pretty sick, I think. So yeah, all of the defending pawns are just like evading back. And yeah, there's a kill also, which is actually a hit where we kill the defender, and then he's gone. Yeah, there he was. Did you see that? Let me tell you guys, game development is just smoke and mirrors. That's really what it is. Let's kill him again. Of course we're tweeting him down slow at the beginning and then faster. Then he's gone. Yeah, but that's essentially what's happening when a pawn dies. Yeah, so this is the knight. Hunter. We also have the hunter implemented already. So the coolest thing on the hunter is actually his bow, because his bow now has a string. So let me remove that stuff. So this is essentially how this looks. It's now not a straight line that we're shooting, but a like over. The mage went swimming, yeah, kinda. Yeah, so you can imagine like there's another pawn or another few pawns here, so this is essentially why the arrow is now going in a yeah, this direction. So this is how this looks like. There's also a miss, which in the case of the mage looks like this. So it's just really repelling the arrow here, and evasion is just left and right. Yeah, that's what this looks like. And the kill, yeah, exactly like a hit, just that the pawn dies. Done, and yeah, the mage you've already seen. So yeah, priest last and most complicated. What? Did I move that? What happened here? Huh? How? Very weird stuff happening. But yeah, it's just a rundown of how these abilities look right now. So we want. Oh no, this is the priest heal. Yeah, we want the priest attack right now. So yeah, there is the mage. We added this line that we wait for that. Yes. So let's see how it looks. This. Illusion, there was really like two priests at one point. Yeah, the mist. No, the mist is what you want. Huh. Timing wise, that's not good. Or is it? Yeah. Way too early. Let's go into the attack and see. Oh, let me quickly restart. Because for the changes I want to make, I need to preview. Yeah, moving along, so not long, and I think you guys can play it. Where's Unity? There it is. Okay. So let's there it was. Now I remember these error animations from previous streams. Yeah, I think I don't know if I showed the knight, but the hunter was there in the first stream, I think. We pray for one, but maybe two. Yeah, well, CKY has the has the truth of it. All right, so attack. We need to tell him that we want the priest here. Yes. Yeah. 70 should work. Abilities, priest attack, miss. Cool. So I think that is the priest attack pretty much done. We also need the priest to priest attack stuff, but for that we also need to be implementing that first. So on the priest side, and I'm actually now working on that. Yes, I think that's this ability done. So let's hook the rest up. So if it's none, don't do anything. If it's a healed, we don't do anything. Also, if it's a king, at least in this case, we don't do anything, and none, we also do nothing. So priest is left missing here, but this will come later. Other than that, we have implemented the hit, which looks like this. The miss, which looks like this. Okay, let's look into the code if we can do some cleanup, and after that I will create a nice value output of the flow, unit flow. Amount of choices to allow. Type of the Alright. Input, control input, yeah, unit definition. The correct value output. All right. All right. Fine and dandy. Yeah. So this needs documenting. Slight amount overrides depending on the bit type. Right, so with this done, we can commit this. Wait a minute. Let's see if I did that. Yeah, like OBS has a struggle today. I don't know why. It dropped 17.5% of frames. Is the stream lagging on your end? Like Twitch is complaining as well. Yeah, that's weird. It's really fluctuating. So what would I wanted to check? Priest default. Yeah, next time I think I need to record the VOD separately and not pull it from Twitch. Because we have a lot of dropped frames. Okay, so we change stuff here, yeah. Laggy? Okay. Yeah, it's always in the red on OBS, like half of the bitrate I'm actually sending out, so. And this would be, what would this be? This would be a feat ability finalized. Priest attack ability. T. That's a word. And push. Okay, so this is the ability implemented. So next up would be adding sound effects to Smite. And this would be interesting since I'm watching on my phone, so I might just notice. Okay. Yeah, today is kind of weird. Maybe I need to do the drive update as well, but I did not want to do that right before stream, so. But since I'm streaming in 60 FPS, maybe the drop frames you won't notice this as much. So yeah, we'll see when I cut the video on demand for YouTube, if that runs into any problems. So we have 10 minutes left. In these 10 minutes, we can look at and see if we can actually add sound effects and also other effects to the priest, because we wanted other effects on the priest as well. Let's see. We have these. Then we have the circle here, which so these we actually don't need anymore. Be gone. Ah, there's a difference. Okay. Yeah. So actually we need the circle to be longer. Duration of 2. Let's see what changes if I do 5. I'm not proficient in any kind of particle stuff, so bear with me here. Figuring out as I go. Rotation over lifetime, size over lifetime, color over lifetime. Board. And then there's the material. So if I change this, it should actually... I think those are seconds. Yeah, so it fades out. Color over lifetime here then. Yeah, right. So another one of those. As much, so that should be okay-ish. So essentially this thing needs to be here a bit longer, I think. Or otherwise what we could do is like put this like when you praise, and once he lifts his arms we spawn the circle, so put this, scale this down, spawn a circle, and the pillar. Or maybe the buff, I don't know. Ignore the color for now, so this will change according to the book. But yeah. Huh. Yeah, maybe this would be better. This is looping anyways. Let's see in the pack what we have. Prefabs. Nope. Prefabs, combat, magic. Aura soft. Okay, maybe this would be even better. So these are the fast ones, yeah. We use that for the mage. Probably this while praying. Will make a bit of sense, I think. Radiating out energy, like, yeah. And after that, like, going into the actual attack while the lightning strikes. Okay, so I will choose the blue for now. Put it here. And after that, we would want probably the pillar. Since it has the ground thingy. Energy? I don't know. Naming things is hard. Pillar. Let's call this pillar, really. Okay, so. Great. Charge. Energy. So we would have a private transform charge energy instance. This we would scale it down, spawn the other thing. Yeah. I think that's what we need to do here. Yeah, but it seems we are out of time. And the queen of the house, my dog is saying, hey, I want to go to the bathroom. Yeah, so I think we're going to end Forging Altea for this day. So we successfully added the lightning, depending on all the hits we actually have. And we implemented this into the actual priest default attack definition. So this works. And next up is like putting some additional visual effects, which will I do off stream. Also add a few sound effects. And next week, hopefully next week, we'll not see any of this. So abilities at that point done. And then we would probably get to integrating it. Like we will actually see the redesigned map with the new pawns on it actually playing matches. So yeah, that's what we should do next stream. So let me quickly just switch back here. So yeah, that was about it. Have a nice rest of the week, nice weekend, and I will see you next time. So until then, take care and bye.